Mic checker, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah. A one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah. We gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah. What? And this is another episode, sold. Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not some, baby. Here we go. You know, when I'm out and about, when I go to a club, to a lounge, to a bar, to the library, hell, even at a church or any social setting, I like to socialize. You know, I like to mix and mingle. You feel me? And you know, when I see a lot of women, I may want to get my Mac on. You know, I may want to spit my game. You know, give her that A1 game because my mouthpiece is immaculate. It's impeccable. Like my words are like honey to her eardrums. Yeah, dig? But when I'm talking to a woman, first and foremost, I make sure that either she's not with a crew, like she came there by herself, or she doesn't have a lot of female friends around her, because females are haters. Like her friends, they're haters. Why not, son? Why you say they're haters? Because they have no man. And it's like the crab in a bucket mentality. If they have no man, they don't want their homegirl to not have a man. Why? Because misery loves company. You have a lot of chicks out here are miserable as shit. All they have is wine and vibrators. And in some cases, cats to keep them company. They have no man. All they doing is pussy popping. And because they have no choice but to masturbate, they don't want their homegirls to get men. Because now, you have to share time. Like you have to share time with your homegirl's man or your homegirl's potential. You feel me? Now they can't call up the girl any time of the day to talk about nothing. To talk about crap. They can't do that once her homegirl has a man. So when they see their homegirl talking to a man, they want to thwart the conversation. In other words, they want to jump in the conversation and say shit like, come on girl, come on. They want to like drag her away from the conversation. And I'm like, bitch, don't you see me talking to her? Like that happened to me a couple times. I'm like, yo, that's rude. I know you see me talking to her, right? And that's what I call toxic singleness. And men, we don't do shit like that. Men, for the most part, when we see our homies talking to a chick, we already know what's happening. We already know it's a go. We already know, yo, leave him alone. He's doing his thing. But women are so messy and so competitive and so catty, they'll fuck up their homegirl shit just because they're single. Just because they don't have dick at home. And that's why I do not talk to women in large groups. Because not only you got to talk to your target, but you also got to entertain her homegirls so they won't hate on you. It's like you got to divide time amongst them. You feel me? You got to divide your time. And that's the key. That's the key to erase the hate. You feel me? It's like when you go to a social setting. When you go to a social setting and see your target amongst a group of women, the best thing that you can do is introduce yourself to all of them at the same time. And then give most of your energy, most of your attention to your target. To the woman who you actually want to talk to. You just talking to the other motherfuckers out of courtesy, so they won't try to fuck up your shit. But, you know, that's how you handle the crowd. You got to work the crowd. But if you're not the type of person to work the crowd, then you better hope that she got some cool ass homegirls. Or else, it's like you and Shit's Creek. Real talk. And that's why, for the most part, it's better to talk to women who go to places alone. Because they're more receptive to good conversation. And not for nothing, they'll most likely fuck you. Because they don't need permission to go off with you. To go off somewhere with you, rather. Like, it's like they under lock and key if they were a group of friends. Or if you're bold as fuck like me, you will whisk her off to the bathroom, get your nut, and go back to the damn table like nothing happened. Or to the bar like nothing happened. But you gotta be a smooth criminal for that. You gotta be like A1. Your game gotta be A+++. You gotta be a valedictorian when it comes to talking to women, when it comes to that. But for the most part, fellas, or even ladies, because women nowadays, they love women just as men do. And a lot of women love to eat pussy like it's nothing. They eat pussy like it's fucking gas station food on an empty stomach. But I'm just saying that, you know, I do not approach women in a crowd. Because not for nothing, even if a woman likes you, she may front in front of her homegirl. She may put up a roll that she don't like you. She may like roll her eyes or suck her tongue. Like she try to dish you in front of her homegirls to make herself look better than you or make herself look good. She may think you're cute, but because she's around her homegirls, she got to put on this role, this Oscar award-winning performance to front you off, to make you look bad. You feel me? Because she figures, well, if she gives you the time of day, then her homegirls may look down on her for being too easy, quote unquote. You feel me? Or they may, you know, shit on you. They may like not give you the time of day because they know that she got some hate. Because they know that they have some hating ass friends, women who are jealous. But if a woman does that to you, then you don't want to be with her anyway, because she's the type of chick who doesn't have a mind of her own. So you want to be with a woman who has a mind of her own anyway. So when you do approach her and she does give you rhythm, then you know she's with you. She doesn't give a fuck about what her friends think. It's all about her at that moment. And if her homegirl tries to like pull her arm away from you, it's up to her to say, hold up, I'm talking to somebody. And when a woman does that, then sky's the limit. Then just keep on with the program. Just don't say something stupid to break the spell. When a woman tells her friend that, hold on, I'm talking to him, or you talking to a woman and she tell her homegirls, hold on, I'm talking to him. Him meaning you. Then that means she loves your conversation. Or not even love, she like your conversation and your presence. And the only person who can stop you is you. If you say or do something stupid, just be natural. Just let the conversation flow. Find out what she likes and dislikes and work from there. See what interests her. You have to get in a woman's mind. You feel me? Like, see if she's even worth the problem, first of all. See if she's worth the conversation to begin with. But not for nothing, you know, where a lot of guys mess up at is that they too busy trying to get pussy to the point where they say something stupid because they're nervous. They're nervous about getting rejected because they putting chicks on a pedestal. Not only women on a pedestal, they put sex on a pedestal. Like, she's supposed to be intimidated by you, not the other way around. Like, she bleeds like you. She piss, shit, and eat like you. So why the hell are you nervous? What's the worst thing that can happen? She say no, or no thank you, or no I'm good. She's not gonna kill you unless she's fucking psychotic and you really don't need to deal with her. But you know, to thwart, I'm that's like the word of the day, thwart. To thwart single toxicness from your target circle. Hell, even dudes do it too, because like she may be hanging out with a dude who been wanting to fuck her for the longest, that he may cop block. He may jump in your conversation and then you got to slap the shit out of him for violating. But dudes for the most part don't do that. But if he's like a beta male, and if he's like extra spicy, if he's like moist, if he's like feminine, like he has no guy code about him, no bro code in his like honor. He has no honor. Them type of dudes, it's like you shouldn't talk to a woman like that anyway, because why would she associate with a guy of that caliber? Low-hanging fruit. I expect women to do that. Like when one of her homegirls try to drag her away from you, you expect that from women, but not from dudes. It's like, why she's hanging out with a bitch ass dude anyway? You expect women to do that. But for the most part, like I said earlier, guys, we don't do that. When we see our homeboys, macking a chick, we wait until he finish. Or even our homegirls. We just stand around to see that he doesn't say anything stupid because we're protecting her. Because we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know his intentions. So that's the difference between protecting your homegirl and straight up cop blocking. You may check in once in a while to ask her, yo, you good? Everything's okay? And then you go about your business. But if you're a dude and you see your homegirl talking to another man and you try to pull her away from him, then you're a bitch ass motherfucker. Unless you know that he ain't shit for your homegirl. If you personally know him. If you personally know that he ain't shit, then okay, I can let that pass. But to do it on GP, it's like you a bitch. And there's a lot of dudes with that bitch energy. But as far as the homegirls, it's up to the chick that you're talking to tell them to chill. And if she doesn't tell them to chill, if she just go along to get along, then you shouldn't talk to her anyway. She wasn't for you anyway. You feel me? Like, you could charge her to the game and keep it moving. And that's why you should talk to women who go to places alone. And it's like, it's better, it's worse if she comes with another woman, with one of her homegirls, just her and her homegirls. That's even worse because her friend doesn't want to feel like the third wheel. And the cop blocking, it's really going to be off the chain. It's really going to be off the charts. It's really going to be boosted up to 10. But if she's with like a large group, then you could probably finagle your way into a conversation. But even then, they're going to look at you with evil eyes because they don't know you and you're not giving them conversation. And those chicks may want to fuck you. But because you're not talking to them, they trying to fuck your shit up with her homegirl. Or with their homegirl. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. But you're a winner, so you don't care. You can maneuver over that. And that's what being a socialite is about. It's about maneuvering over obstacles instead of quitting and giving up, instead of being discouraged. If you're a man of means, if you're a high caliber man, if you're a high value man, you do not give a fuck about obstacles because you want a challenge. Anything that comes easy is like, whatever. You want a challenge. You want to test your game. But sometimes some battles are not meant to be fought. Sometimes it's like, fuck it, let her go. You feel me? Sometimes it's not even worth the headache. It's like, really? All right, go ahead. Like, listen, if a woman really likes you, she's going to stop everything that she's doing to have a conversation with you. Whether her friends, family, or whoever the case may be. Whether they're friends or family, associates, co-workers, whether they're there, it doesn't matter. If she's really feeling you, you'll be the only thing in her orbit. You feel me? You understand me? Like, she revolves around you. You understand me? And you're the only thing that's gonna matter to her when she really likes you. And that's how you know that you have a chick in your corner. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com, and check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.